Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. Pleased to be joined by my good friend Don Van Houweling. And Don likes to refer to himself as the head coach of Van Wall Equipment, a great John Deere dealer. Don, how you doing, my friend?
Just it's one of those beautiful days in Iowa where we're getting about 9/10 of an inch of rain.
Oh, nice. Nice. It's crops looking good down your way in central Iowa there.
You know, I'm not sure I've seen crops that are much better than what we have this year. It just really we've gotten timely rains and it hasn't been too hot, and yeah, things really look good.
Well, Don, we have a big event here. We need to let people know about 2 days of the upcoming Farm Progress Show, which the show itself is August 27th to the 29th, and of course, Boone, Iowa this year, Tuesday through Thursday. But the last 2 days of the show, Wednesday and Thursday, Van Wall Equipment, you guys are working with good folks at Big Iron and Sullivan Auctioneers. Quite an event. There's some fantastic equipment you're going to be putting up online auction. Can you tell us about the event, Don?
Well, we have over the last couple of shows that have been there with Farm Progress. We've just had a small event where we maybe had 10 or 12 items that we made available as part of our special opportunity of being having a facility right there by the show. And, you know, we just want to share a few things with the customers. But I said to myself, there's never been a better time to purchase high quality pre-owned farm equipment than right now. There's a lot of it, and prices are lower than they have been. And so I went to the folks at Farm Progress Company. I said, what do you think about really making this a big part of the event? In other words, make it a real reason for people to come. And let's have the biggest and the best premium farm equipment auction site at the show that people have probably ever seen. And so we got permission from those folks to do that. We got an area that's a couple of football fields large
Hmm.
to do it in the southeast corner. And the rest is history. We're going to do it. And it's going to be really special because not only do we have, I think, what I will continue to call the biggest and best, we have premium equipment that is really worth purchasing.
Yeah, you guys in central Iowa there, for 35 years tracking auction prices down, your farmer customers, pride of ownership, quality of care, shedding their equipment, it's the highest quality you're going to find around central Iowa. So how about number of pieces on the online auction you're having on the 28th and 9th? Are you over 100 pieces, did I hear?
Yeah, we'll be in excess of 100 pieces. So there'll be something for everybody. And I'm
Okay.
going to make it a point to have that diversity.
Yeah, no, we've talked in the past when you've done auction events, you do like to provide something for everyone, the smaller farmer, mid-size, large, and I think that's very smart. And again, you'll be set up on the is it booth 1350 on the southeast corner of the Farm Progress Showgrounds?
Yes. Yes, it is.
And you're thinking you'll have all those 100 plus 150 pieces, mostly all right on site there for people to look at.
That's our goal, is to try to make this really special. And, there's a lot of virtual auctions going on and stuff like that. But, I wanted it to be a place where people are going to be there anyway,
Right.
enjoy coming over, touching and feeling it, and talking to our people about these individual pieces that they might be interested in. They can come to the show and really get acquainted with the piece, and then of course they can go home that afternoon and still they can get back right on the virtual auction and bid as well. So we want to give people the opportunity to really make good purchasing decisions with information, with transparency, and knowledge.
One thing we need to talk about too, Don, which I think is brilliant, is when the listing goes live, which will be folks both on bigiron.com and of course sullivanauctioneers.com and also Van Wall. Here, let's see, your website again, Don, is vanwall.com, correct?
That's correct.
Right.
VANWALL.com.
But each of the items on the listing, you'll have the phone number from one of your folks at the location that actually took it in on trade, right?
Yeah, and we're doing that because we want the customer to have confidence in that piece of machinery. And those young men know the customers, they know how they've been taken care of, how they've been serviced in over the years and that type of thing. So that is going to be invaluable to me to gain confidence.
Yeah, I love that angle, Don. Because if someone's two, three, four states away, and of course, Big Iron and Sullivan's top of the industry in terms of number and quality of pictures and videos. But beyond that, being able to talk to one of your reps who took it in on trade, knows the customer, that's valuable intel, isn't it?
Well, and then you add to it, you mentioned Big Iron and Sullivan Auctioneers. The question came up in a previous podcast, why Big Iron? Why Sullivan? Well, I've been doing business with them now for a number of years. And, Van Wall, all we talk about is transparency and integrity and trust. And I've learned that you can do the same with those folks.
Yeah, I remember being down at your auction with Sullivan's back, I think in 2016, you guys had me down, and fantastic event there. You always have, and again, working with Big Iron and Sullivan's great folks there. Now, some other special things that people need to be aware of on this auction, August 28th and 9th, Don. Of course, interest rates are high, but you are working with John Deere. You're going to have some special financing on the auction, aren't you?
Yeah, we're going to have special financing kind of put together by product type and size. So we're gonna have some special rates for combines and tractors and planters, different things like that, so that the customer can truly not only get a great purchase price, he's also going to be able to control his costs of ownership.
And one added thing, working with auction companies with the scale of Big Iron and Sullivan and their reach, for people looking at buying equipment on your upcoming auction, the 28th and 9th, maybe they might have a tractor, combine, or planter that then they would want to move themselves. And boy, a great opportunity there just working with the folks at Big Iron and Sullivan's, right?
Yeah, they for this auction, they're going to make a special emphasis of letting the customer know they'll come to the customer's farm gate and help him get that piece of equipment that they currently have. Farmers don't collect combines, they don't collect tractors or planters, so they probably have a need to do something with what they have that they're replacing. And the Big Iron folks are willing to come to that purchaser's gate and help them get that done.
Mm. Well, I've known those guys and their team many, many years. They work hard, thinking of both buyers and sellers. So I just love this concept on your auction, taking advantage of the Farm Progress Show. I kind of predict that as awesome as the show is with all the shiny new equipment, which is fantastic, folks, drift to the southeast corner of the show lot and check out Van Wall Equipment's 150 pieces. And hey, you click the bid button. You can head home with one of these items. So it's a brilliant concept, Don. And yeah, again, it's August 28th and 9th, correct?
Right. And one other thing, sometimes people worry about, well, how will I get it home? How will I get it to farm? We've got transportation partners that can help with that as well. So you don't need to worry about that. That can all be worked out. All the financing can be done right there on site. Like I say, make it easy. That's what we're going to do.
Well, Don, I also need to compliment you on the people you have on your team there at Van Wall. Our Machinery Pete Biz was just down filming in your Nevada location recently for some stuff for our TV show. And man, you've got sharp people there, and we got to meet a bunch of your interns, sharp young kids. You have good people.
You don't have success without having some really wonderful folks around you. And I have been blessed with so many wonderful team members. You're 100% right.
And Don, I should, while I got you on the call here, we should do a shout out too. Van Wall Equipment. I believe you guys are celebrating, I think like an 80th anniversary. Is that correct?
Yeah.
1944?
It's been, yes, that's the beginning of Wall Implement in a little Main Street store in Woodward, Iowa.
Well, congratulations on that history, folks. Go to vanwall.com. Great website, great dealership. And again, mark on your calendars, August 28th and 9th, Farm Progress Show, days 2 and 3. Go to the southeast corner and talk to Don and his great team there. And also check out bigiron.com and Sullivan Auctioneers. It's going to be quite an event. Anything else you'd like to add about the big sale coming up, Don?
Yeah, 2 weeks prior, we will launch the virtual auction website so that you can start studying what is going to be available and start making your plans. And so when you get there, you can be pretty well focused on what you want to look at, what you want to do. Like I say, those phone numbers will be available, so you'll be able to have a lot of communication and a lot of knowledge before you even get to the show. So that'll make it very efficient for you, and it should help you make your decisions.
Right. And again, special financing. And I also saw on the sale listing, no reserve. Obviously, that's a huge, interesting factor for people, knowing the stuff they're looking at is going to sell. So bid with confidence, right?
That's right. And that's just the way we do it.
Well, Don, I always appreciate how you guys roll. I know you're a busy guy. I appreciate you taking time. And boy, I'm excited for your event on the 28th and 9th. Like I say, I'm going to predict it's going to be the star of the show. Van Wall Equipment. Check out that southeast corner, folks. And Don, when you guys get the sale listing up, we'll put it on our Machinery Pete social media. But thank you so much again for taking time to tell us about the sale.
Well, thank you for helping us out here. We really do want to make it special. And so that's what we're going to do.